today. From Salt Lake City, Utah, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Salt Lake City Elks taking on the Sacramento Condors.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Sacramento Condors and the Salt Lake City Elks. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Salt Lake City ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visitors, strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Langford. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. On first down, Bishop. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl a sharply run route. Again, zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 94 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On third down, darted, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Bishop. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On first down, darted, and a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Bishop. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
A run from the pistol with Langford. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Second and 6. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Zimmerman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 116 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Zimmerman. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Rolling to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give to Langford up the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Langford up the middle. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Off the play fake, Bishop. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. Back to throw. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Zimmerman. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Checks it underneath to Langford.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And on now is the punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Darted, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. To throw on 2nd down. Bishop escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Bishop hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
He'll drop to throw. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. This complete to Langford. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 2. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Looking to throw on second down. Bishop. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. A final shot before break. Bishop.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And they trail the visiting Cowboys at halftime. The Cowboys trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. The Packers get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now third down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Bishop, flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Throwing on first down, Bishop. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Bishop. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Bishop.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Langford. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. This is Langford on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Second and 13. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? You go with a bigger guy to try and use size. Can't try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now a handoff. It's Langford. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looking to throw. Bishop. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. To throw on second down. Bishop. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. On 3rd and 2, Bishop forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Bishop. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Elks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Bishop. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bishop.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Darted. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw. Bishop. That one complete to Elliott.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
On 1st and 10. Bishop. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bishop. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bishop. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw, Bishop. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. Darted, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field, and we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this fourth quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now it's Langford. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Dances by him. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's a 2nd and 7. Thomas has got it, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Zimmerman.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to the running game, Langford. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. After the penalty, it's Langford. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd and 14. And he fires one incomplete. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Darted, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bishop finding Harris over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Bishop. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bishop being chased. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On second down, darted. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now a give, right side. Darted.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
On third down, Bishop. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
On first down, Bishop. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT, and now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, open is Thomas.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 3. Rolling to his right.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
Here's Langford. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Langford again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Langford again, busy man this afternoon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for Salt Lake City, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.